Great day, attractive thinker. Are you waiting for your life to change? Your life is really waiting on you to change. Do you know change means moving to a future state from either where you are or where you are right now if left alone? Meaning if nothing changes, if nothing ever happens, the state that you're in right now, change means moving from that place to where you'd like to be. Don't you have dreams and goals? We all do, attractive thinker. Seeing beyond what you're looking at, having the courage to focus on it until it manifests. Don't you feel in your heart that right now is the time for something to change in your life? Deep down inside, don't you feel that tugging, that pulling? You know, we're taught to think logic, or should I say, do the moral thing versus the right thing. You know, what is the right thing for you? What has your heart been saying that you have silenced all these years? You know, I share with my clients here at Tony Hatton Productions, the most important thing that we can do is invest in ourselves. And a lot of times we spend a lot of our lives meeting with other people, listening to other people, and telling our voice, shh, not right now. But don't you feel as though it's time right now? Don't you feel that tugging inside? Don't you feel that yearning? Aren't you uncomfortable a little bit? Because now your voice is getting louder than it's ever been before. You've silenced it. It didn't go anywhere, but it's still saying to you, it's time to change. Something has to change. It's time to move. Something has to move. It's time to go. It's time to write. It's time for something new. Don't you feel that? I remember in my life at different times, whereas I felt this uncomfortable feeling. I knew deep down inside that it was time to go, but I didn't know where to go. When I was in different venues, I knew that it was time for me to move from where I was, but I didn't know where to go. You know, one of the things that I've learned, it's okay not to know where to go, just go. You'll find out as you go. Do you know how many things I discovered in my life as I went? Do you know how long I prolonged my life because I didn't know where to go or where to start or where to begin? And then you get to a point of frustration. You get to a point where, as you say, you know what? I hear you loud and clear. It's time for a change. And you still, even at that moment, and that's why I share with my clients, they come to me, yes, you're frustrated. That's a good thing. Because it's at that point of frustration whereas you have mustered up the courage to move on. You may not know where you're going, but thank God you got to a point of frustration. Because I know you've heard it said, we hear it all the time, pain brings about change. Discomfort brings about change. So thank God if you're at a point of frustration, don't despise it. It's a good thing. It's a part of your growth and development. How many people do you know aren't frustrated? They're comfortable not growing. They're comfortable being mediocre and mundane and having routine lives. They're comfortable. So would you rather stay in your comfort zone or allow the growth and development of frustration to push you into places that you would only dream of? Do you realize change is a good thing? We're supposed to change. I would think it was strange if we didn't change. Wouldn't you think it was strange if your child never moved on from elementary school to middle school? Wouldn't you think that was strange? Even if they said, but Mom, I love elementary school. I'm comfortable here. I'm getting good grades. I know everybody. Everybody knows me. My teachers like me. Wouldn't you think that was strange? Would you allow that child to stay? No, because you know they're not fully developed. And guess what? Neither are you. It doesn't matter your age. If you haven't exhaled your last breath, you're not fully developed. You're not fully grown. You're not fully there. You haven't released all of your potential. As long as you're breathing, there's so much more. And if you've been tuning into The Attractive Thinker, you've heard me say several times before, you are so abundant because you were created by an abundant God. No matter how many gifts you exhale, there's more to be exhaled. No matter how much you produce, there's more to be produced. So you can't outproduce God. Your gifts are limitless. You're not limited. They're limitless. That means continue to produce. So yes, you mean, Tony, now at this stage in my life that I need to change? That there's something I must do? Yes. Are you serious? Yes. We need what you have to offer. Change, attractive thinker. It's calling your name. Change is calling your name. It's pulling you forward. It's pulling you out of your comfort zone. Out of what's, here in our country, we love entertainment and we love, comfort and ease and convenient and accessible. Do you realize your comfort zone is killing you? Your comfort zone is not comfortable. Your comfort zone is not comfortable. So I applaud you for being frustrated. Congratulations for reaching your point of frustration. And I encourage you to take the necessary steps that you need to take in your life to change. But you say, Tony, I don't know what to do. Do something. Follow your heart. You say, well, Tony, what if I make a mistake? The only mistake you can make is the one that you make without your heart in it. Follow your heart. Your heart knows it's your compass. You want to move from where you are to where you desire to be. Yes, there are risks involved. Yes, it can be frightening, but it is so worth it. Just like the changes that you made to get you to where you are right now, and you're not afraid, the other changes that are coming about in your life will get you to where you desire to be. And trust me, when you get there, there's no fear. You're not going to be afraid. Change. Change from where you are to where you'd like to be. Change. It's possible. You're not waiting on your life to change. Do you realize all this time your life has been waiting on you to change? You have it within you to make that change, to do something different. To do something different, even if it's getting up earlier than you usually get up. Even if it's taking a notepad and journaling your thoughts. Even if it's saying a prayer when you haven't prayed in years. That's something different. Even if it's taking a new route home when you've taken that same route for the past 15 years. Change. Think about what you are missing when you decide to be mediocre and routine. There's so much more to see than what you've already seen. Change, attractive thinker. Are you waiting on your life to change? Or is your life waiting on you to change? I'm a vision expert. It's all about developing vision and correcting perception, because it's not what you're going through. It's how you're viewing it. Think about that. It's not what's happening in your life right now, your environment, the things that are coming and going in your space. It's not about any of that. It's about how you view these things. The way you see these things is how you perform in life. It's how you respond to them. How you see them. You've heard it said, is the glass half empty or is it half full? What do you see, attractive thinker? Change. Is it fearful to you? I know it's risk involved. Yes. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. Your entire life is waiting on you to change. You know how you're driving down the road and you may have an hour to go. Your exit is on the right. Are you willing to drive in that right lane for an hour? Just because you know the exit is on the right? No, not really. You change lanes. Even though you know you have to get back over because your exit is on the right, you change lanes. We are designed to change all the time. Life changes. If you look at nature, it's changing. Your cells, while you're sitting here watching this video, your cells are changing by the second. You are designed to change. It's okay to change. Get comfortable with change. I know you've heard it once said, get comfortable being uncomfortable. Decide within yourself, make a mental decision that I'm going to do what it takes to change because my life could be so much better. When you decide not to change, you're settling for what is, and you have no idea for what is to be. Don't lock yourself out of the game, attractive thinker. There is so much more that meets the eye. Attractive thinkers see beyond what they're looking at. So my question to you is, what do you see? How far can you see? Look at your surroundings. Look at your environment. Look at what you do in the course of a day. Is that as far as you can see? To me, I call that limited vision. Let's refocus the lens so that you can see more clearly. You know, here at Tony Hatton Productions, we support our clients in transitioning from where they are to where they desire to be so that they can create a happier, healthier, more meaningful life in just 6 to 12 months. With support, you can go further faster than you can all by yourself. You know, my life's work is to make your life better. Remember, it's not what you're going through, it's how you're viewing it. Think attractively.